today has been here. Back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks, Francis Ontomwa, who's been camping there in Gilgil following that deadly blaze that has consumed 16 young lives at Utumishi Girls Academy Senior School. Emotions, of course, running high. But the latest from our reporter on the ground, some parents are still in limbo. They don't know the fate of their young ones, even as the bodies have been ferried to Naivasha morgue. And we expect the identification and DNA analysis process to kickstart from tomorrow. Understanding that some of the bodies have been burnt beyond recognition. Trust us to keep you updated as of when we get any other updates from Gilgil in Nakuru County following that fire tragedy at Utumishi Girls Academy. Now, hard questions are emerging over the emergency response following the deadly blaze at the Utumishi Girls Academy that has so far claimed 16 lives. This despite Gilgil hosting major security and emergency installations. How long did it take firefighters to arrive? Who first raised the alarm? Why did it reportedly take more than 3 hours to fully contain the fire despite Gilgil hosting major security and emergency installations? Bentura Kwamboka with more on this.
A deadly fire, lost lives, and now the hard question on why help came in too late, despite the school being sandwiched between 4 security complexes within minutes radius. Gilgil hosts major security and emergency installations, including the National Youth Service, NYS Training College, the Kenya Army's 5th Battalion, and the National Police Service installations, including Anti-Stock Theft Unit, among others. So why was the response seemingly delayed?
79 were injured and taken to the hospital.
According to Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ugamba, it took about 3 hours to contain the fire, a response that many question why it took too long for firefighters, especially from state agencies, to arrive and fully contain the fire.
At the time of the fire, responses were received from our security agencies, and we'll be talking more about it from STU, ADF, County Fire Brigade, and the Kenya Red Cross, among others. The response teams, of course, managed to put out the fire by about 3 a.m., but by then the damage had already been done.
We have a number of government facilities there, surveillance equipment, so military base. I mean, we have the NYS, we have the police. If that is the first one which can be affected in this manner and no quick response can be done, then you know that the other children and other parents in other schools are on their own.
A pic from Google Earth shows it would have taken about 4 minutes drive from the Anti-Stock Theft Unit headquarters to access the school, and about 10 minutes from the NYS Paramilitary Training College, 10 minutes from the Westcombe Garrison, and about 12 minutes from the 5KR Fighting Barracks to respond to any emergencies in that institution. By comparison, the National Fire Safety Standard recommends a response time of about under 10 minutes in urban areas, with international practices from National Fire Protection Authority and FPA recommending about 4 to 6 minutes for enclosed space fires. With NYS having a fire training unit, water bowsers, the 5th Battalion having a whole disaster response unit, and the National Police in Gilgil having rapid response and trained manpower, it appears no joint response was activated for over an hour. A playout that has now left many with a question as to why the National Emergency Response Assets watched a fire race down a school and claimed 16 lives. Just like that. Bentura Kwamboka, KTN.